How can the people around the world can escape the judgments of God, which is to come? It's very near. It's like a transparent glass. The future judgments of God is like transparent glass. The Lord say it's no longer a long trip, but this time here prophetically, the Lord say it's like a transparent glass, which you see all thing here, which is behind the glass, which is behind the transparent glass. How can they escape the judgment to come? Because there's no way to escape this wrath of the mark of the Antichrist on forehead. The only way to escape the judgment of God, by being saved out of the wrath of the mark of Antichrist on forehead, is only to receive the final grace of God. When you receive the final grace of God, you will be elected of God. You will belong to the new tribe of God. This means that will be offspring. You will be offspring of the living God of heaven and the Lamb of God. And also, New Jerusalem, the holy city of God, will be your inheritance forever and ever. Your name will be written in the book of life. And also, you will rule with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords for the time of 1,000 years in new earth. The King of Kings, Lord, you will rule with him for the time of 1,000 years. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, for the time of 1,000 years in new earth. So there's no any power that can resist that mark of the Antichrist. There's no power can resist that wrath of the Antichrist on forehead. The only power that can resist the wrath of the mark of the Antichrist on forehead is only the final grace of God. So to escape the judgment of the wrath of pledge of the great tribulation, and also to escape the judgment of Jehannam, the lack of fire. To escape the judgment of Jehannam, the lack of fire. The final grace is only way to be saved. There's only way to be saved. I speak to all people around the world, all people of China, all people of Europe, all people of United Kingdom, all people of Ukraine, all people of Greenland, all people of Canada, all people of Colombia, all people of Argentina, all people of South Africa, all people of Australia. I speak to all people of Philippines, all people of Taiwan, all people of Mongolia, all people of Hong Kong, all people of Russia, all people of China, all people of North America, all people of North Korea, all people of South Korea, all people of Japan. I speak to all people around the world. This grace is for all flesh, all mankind, in all nations. That's why Jesus Christ in Matthew chapter 24, verse 14, Jesus confirmed by saying that this gospel of kingdom will be preaching to whole world, for the testimony of all nations, then the end will come. So Lord can confirm that. Lord Jesus himself confirmed that this gospel will be preaching to the whole world for the testimony of all nations.